Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I took a little break from my English YouTube channel. I hope you didn't mind too much, but I really needed some time to gather some more inspiration, and now I'm back on track. And today's video is of course my bullet journal setup 2020. This number sounds wonderful but also a little bit intimidating, I think. And yeah, I just don't want to ramble too long because you're in for a treat. I have a really long setup for you guys, and all I want to say is have fun, doodle along with me, or maybe grab a cup of tea or coffee, depends on the time of day, I guess. And yeah, see you on the other side. As usual, I'm starting off with my cover page, and I'm not sure if you have seen my 2018 or 19 setup, but I'm kind of sticking with more or less the same design. It's not really the same, but it's the same font, and I always used to do these kind of really bold letters or numbers in this case. And then I kind of did a border of different line drawings, and this time I'm doing colorful ones. And yeah, I really like the idea of just having little pops of color throughout your whole theme. I think the last 2 years I did a black and white theme for the beginning of the year, but I kind of wanted to mix it up, and yeah, I was also kind of out of ideas, so I also decided to do a little Dutch door situation over here. And you can see in a couple of minutes how it will look when I turn the page back to the other side. And yeah, the theme for the whole setup is this kind of whimsical, very nice line drawing and floral pattern. I was also sticking to 3 different Tombow dual brush pens, and I will link them down below as well. It's a yellow, almost golden color, and a really light gray, and a really nice blue or almost bluish gray. And I really think they work very well together, and I also think those colors are not really, tied to any season that much, so it's not very like wintry or super summery or anything like that, because it's not super colorful. And as you can see here, with the Dutch drawer, it kind of looks like there is a lot of illustration and decoration going on, but it's actually also on the other side. Next up is my future log. I think you guys know that's the spread I literally hate the most, and I always manage to do at least one mistake, and yes, in this case I also managed to sneak in a couple of mistakes. I don't know if I looked at the wrong year or something when I sketched it out, but the days that I blocked out at the bottom of the page are not correct, so don't quote me on this. Don't really use this thing as a template for your future log. I mean, you can use it as an inspiration for your design, of course, but yeah, be careful with your future log. It's a very complicated thing. Next up are some spreads regarding my goal setting. And the first one I titled Dream Big. And the last couple of years I always did something called like Ideas and Wishes, or just like a regular brain dump, because that's what it is. So with this spread, I really want to just brainstorm goals and stuff, and I don't have to be very realistic about it. But I think that's really fun, and it also really helps to fill out my quarterly goals on the next page, because then I always have some inspiration on hand, and yeah, I can just pick some of the goals from there. Two years ago, I already tried to do a year in pixel spread, and I really liked how the spread turned out in the beginning, but I never really used it, so I wanted to try again. And I don't know if you guys know about this idea, but you manage to squeeze every day of the year in one spread. and then you have designated colors, and according to these colors you can kind of see how your mood evolves over the year, and it's more or less like a really big mood tracker. And you can pick different kind of moods or things that you want to track. It can be more like a mental health tracker, but it can also be more something like, yeah, I don't know, a little bit of a summary of your day, I guess. And I picked different colors. I made sure to include my colors that I used for the bullet journal in general, so it looks a little bit more cohesive. And yeah, that's my year in pixel spread. Let's see if I actually manage to fill it out this time. And on the opposite side, I'm doing a Jimmy tracker. That's my dog, just to keep track of his appointments with the vet and vaccinations and stuff like that. And next up, I want to do a book tracker, and that's also a very basic tracker. I just want to keep trying to just write down the books that I read and stuff. I do one of these spreads every year, and at some point I always lose track. Yeah, but I thought if I do an audiobook tracker on the other side, maybe it will motivate me more to just fill it out, because I also listen to a ton of audiobooks. And in the end, I went back to the cover page and I kind of made some alterations. I thought it was not popping enough. In hindsight, when I look at it in the video, I think the light gray looks nice, but I kind of wanted to have something a little bit more bold, so I went over with a black pen. I would like to know which version you guys like best. I'm not super sure. I have to say I like both, but maybe I like the first one a little bit better. And the next thing I'm doing is indexing all the pages I already did, and I'm also filling in my name. And yeah, that's more or less my bullet journal setup for this year. I really like how it turned out. It's a little bit different than the last ones I did, but at the same time, it's kind of, yeah, a similar vibe, and you can see how everything is evolving, and I really like that. And now I will play some music, and you guys can watch the flip through once again. That was my bullet journal setup for the upcoming year 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you recreate any spreads, feel free to tag me on Instagram. I always love to see your recreations. And yeah, I can't wait to finally make some more videos on this channel, so please let me also know what you guys want to see, especially if you want to see something different. Of course, there will be a lot of bullet journal setups coming soon. I will do a separate video for January as well. I hope you guys have the best New Year's Eve ever, and I really hope that all your wishes, goals and dreams come true. And yeah, see you next year, I guess. Bye bye!